Have you ever dared to summon the Midnight Man? What if I told you this ancient ritual could invite a terrifying entity into your home? Stay with me because by the end of this video, you'll discover whether this chilling legend is fact or pure fiction. Imagine this. You're in a dark room, the only light coming from a flickering candle. The clock strikes midnight and you knock on wood, invoking an ancient ritual. The air grows colder and you feel an eerie presence. This is the terrifying world of the Midnight Man, an urban legend that has haunted the curious and the brave for generations. Urban legends have a way of capturing our imaginations and feeding our fears. They are stories passed down through whispers and shadows, each one more unsettling than the last. The Midnight Man legend is no different, blending elements of ancient rituals with the universal fear of the unknown. But what is it about the Midnight Man that makes it so compelling? Why do people risk summoning this entity, knowing the potential horrors that could follow? And most importantly, is there any truth behind this spine-chilling tale, or is it just another story to keep us awake at night? In this video, we'll dive deep into the origins of the Midnight Man, explore real-life encounters, and dissect the elements that make this legend so terrifying. By the end, you'll have to decide for yourself, is the Midnight Man lurking in the shadows, or is he just a figment of our darkest fears? Stay tuned, because what you discover might just keep you from ever trying this ritual yourself. To understand the Midnight Man legend, we must first delve into its dark origins. This chilling tale dates back to ancient pagan rituals, where invoking spirits was a common practice. These rituals were believed to serve various purposes, from seeking guidance to warding off evil. The Midnight Man, however, was not a spirit you wanted to summon lightly. He was an entity that was said to punish those who failed to respect the sacred rites and rituals of the past. As time went on, the legend of the Midnight Man spread across different cultures, each adding its own twists and nuances. The core elements remained the same: a ritual performed at the stroke of midnight, an entity that tests your courage, and the dire consequences of failure. This legend's adaptability ensured its survival, making it a perennial source of fear and fascination. The ritual itself is deceptively simple yet deeply unsettling. It begins with writing your name on a piece of paper and pricking your finger to add a drop of blood. This paper is then placed in front of a wooden door, which you must knock on 22 times, with the final knock precisely at midnight. As you open the door and blow out your candle, you invite the Midnight Man into your home. Your task then is to relight your candle and keep it burning until 3:33 a.m., while avoiding the entity that now roams your halls. If your candle goes out, you have 10 seconds to relight it. Failure to do so means the Midnight Man will get you, and the consequences are said to be horrifying. Let's now turn to some real-life encounters that illustrate the terrifying nature of the Midnight Man ritual. These stories, shared by those who dared to summon the Midnight Man, add a chilling layer of reality to the legend. Our first account comes from a group of college students at the University of Wisconsin-Madison who decided to perform the ritual as a dare on October 31st, 2015. What started as a night of fun and laughter soon turned into a nightmare. As the clock struck midnight, their initial excitement gave way to growing unease. Flickering lights, strange noises, and an unshakable feeling of being watched filled the room. The atmosphere became so tense that one student fainted from fear. The group abandoned the ritual immediately, never speaking of the incident again, haunted by what they had experienced. A paranormal enthusiast in Salem, Massachusetts, eager to test the legend, decided to perform the ritual alone and document the process for a blog on November 13th, 2017. The preparation was meticulous, and the house was eerily silent as the clock approached midnight. The moment the ritual began, unexplained footsteps echoed through the halls, shadows moved just out of sight, and a palpable sense of dread filled the air. The experiment ended abruptly when the enthusiast claimed to see a dark figure looming nearby. Terrified, he vowed never to attempt the ritual again, convinced he had encountered something truly sinister. Next, we have a group of friends in Austin, Texas, who thought it would be fun to perform the ritual during a Halloween party on October 31st, 2018. The playful atmosphere quickly turned tense as midnight approached. Disturbing occurrences followed. Objects moved on their own. Cold drafts swept through the room, and one friend experienced a severe panic attack. The party ended early, with everyone shaken and some swearing off such activities forever. The fear and unease from that night lingered long after the candles were extinguished. A skeptic in Los Angeles, California, determined to debunk the Midnight Man legend, decided to perform the ritual and live stream it on February 2nd, 2019. The skeptic's confident and mocking attitude soon turned to unease as unusual things began to happen. The internet connection failed suddenly, strange tapping sounds echoed around the room, and the temperature dropped inexplicably. The live stream ended abruptly, with the skeptic later claiming technical difficulties. Despite their outward bravado, they refused to discuss the event further, leaving viewers to wonder what truly happened. A folklore researcher in Edinburgh, Scotland, curious about the legend, performed the ritual as part of a study on July 7, 2020. Their approach was careful and clinical, but the experience was anything but. Ghostly whispers filled the air, the sensation of being touched was constant, and a shadowy figure lurked in the periphery of their vision. The researcher reported severe nightmares and an ongoing feeling of being watched, leading them to abandon the study. The ordeal left them questioning the boundaries between legend and reality. Finally, two siblings in Toronto, Canada, decided to perform the ritual together out of curiosity on August 15, 2021. Their bond and shared bravery were tested as they experienced simultaneous visions of the Midnight Man, their candles extinguishing at the same moment, and both heard their names whispered. The siblings were too terrified to complete the ritual, and the ongoing fear strained their relationship. The chilling experience left them wary of ever dabbling in the supernatural again. In this video, we've journeyed through the dark origins of the Midnight Man legend, tracing its roots back to ancient pagan rituals and its evolution across different cultures. We've detailed the chilling steps of the ritual itself and shared harrowing real-life accounts from individuals who dared to summon the Midnight Man. From college students and paranormal enthusiasts to skeptics and researchers, each story adds a layer of eerie authenticity to the legend, leaving us to ponder whether these experiences are born of heightened fear or if there's something truly sinister at play. So is the Midnight Man legend a fact or fiction? While the line between reality and myth remains blurred, the accounts we've explored today highlight the powerful impact of this legend on the human psyche. For believers, the Midnight Man represents a genuine threat, a cautionary tale against dabbling in the supernatural. For skeptics, it's a fascinating psychological phenomenon, a testament to the power of suggestion and fear. What do you think? Is the Midnight Man a real entity lurking in the shadows or simply an elaborate urban legend? We want to hear from you. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Have you ever tried the Midnight Man ritual, or do you have your own urban legend to share? Let us know. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Midnight Man legend, don't forget to like, subscribe to the Phantasmal Eternity channel, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of our future explorations into the world of the eerie and unexplained. Your engagement helps us bring you more spine-chilling content. Remember, the next time you hear a knock at midnight, think twice before opening the door. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay curious and stay spooky.